Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video you're going to be hearing me talking, but you're also going to be hearing little Miss Lady talking as well. She's down on her playmat right now. But in today's video I'm going to be sharing my favorite foundational, just everyday decor staple pieces. I'm only going to touch on a couple of different items, if you will, just because I can go on a tangent so easily, and I don't want this to be a 30-40 minute long video of me talking about decor pieces. I could easily do that. If that is something that you would like, you let me know, by all means. But I wanted this to kind of be a little bit more compact, short and sweet, to the point. So we're just going to touch on a couple specific topics. So like a bigger statement vase that you would use on an entry table, console table, some smaller coffee table ones, and then some other items as well. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So as far as my everyday staples when it comes to a larger vase, this one in particular has been a favorite of mine, and I'm sure if you guys have even followed me for, safe to say, 6 months to a year, you know the exact vase that I'm talking about before I even show it. And it is this beautiful Pottery Barn ribbed vase. It has so much texture. It is quite heavy. It is thick, and I know that because I had a casualty with it this past winter and a stem broke through the back of it. I glued some of it back together, but I've committed to this one not being an island arrangement piece, so that way the broken part of it can just be against a wall or something like that. But I love that this one has such great texture and style lines, but it's such a great neutral color tone that you can use it year round. It works with absolutely anything. And in terms of designer vases, this one is a very, very fair price. So even she's very passionate about it, we'll say. But I love that it has that more distressed type of style to it. Helps add some height with the vertical style lines of it. It is slightly rounded, but I absolutely love this one, and I will put some clips of each of these pieces as I've styled them over the years, just for different seasons, so you guys can get a more realistic look of them styled. But that one is by far one of my favorites. Another favorite of mine, I actually, you're gonna hear baby noises throughout this entire video. She is very, very much in the chatty portion of being 2 months old right now, and it's the sweetest thing ever. But another great staple piece is this Our House Umbria urn. It is quite large. This is another designer vase that is actually quite affordable. I truly believe for foundational staple pieces like this, investing a little bit is absolutely worth it. You can always look for less options at Home Goods, TJ Maxx. All sorts of places are coming out with great, great variations of items. So if it's not in the budget, there are always other options. You can DIY as well. But this one is so, so great. I promise she's not upset. She's really excited right now. This one has just committed to being in our bedroom. We have one on each of our nightstands, and they just look so beautiful year round, no matter the season. I just love to have them there, and I love the slight distressing that this one also has in comparison to the Pottery Barn one. It is a more moody color option, so if you have a lighter table, this is great, but there's still enough contrast that you could do it with a darker one as well. But absolutely love this piece too. When it comes to my decorative elements throughout my home, I think it's super important to have variations of texture happening throughout your home as well. You don't want to only have ceramic vases throughout the entire space. Having some variation definitely can help appeal to the eye, but also nicely contrast what's happening around you. So I love this McGee & Co vase. This is the large Antonia vase. This is a splurge item. It is very well made, I will say that. I bought this with my own money. I got it when it was on sale. I can't remember exactly when, but they always have sales running. So if there is an item that is on your wish list, definitely keep an eye out, shop the sales, and save yourself some. But that's how you can find those bigger ticket items and just practice some patience. I've wanted this for so many years before I finally went for it, and I absolutely love it. But it is such a large statement piece that this one actually lives on our kitchen island. Again, because it's a neutral color tone, I can use it all year round. I don't need to swap it out, so I'm getting the most out of investing in a piece like this versus going out and buying that new budget-friendly vase every season. It adds up quite quickly, and I used to do that myself, but I definitely am just definitely practicing patience to go for those pieces that I truly love and desire in our home, and I love the texture that this one adds to our space. Moving on to the smaller coffee table arrangement vessels. I really love mixing new and old decor throughout my home. I think the balance of it adds a lot of character, especially in a builder grade home, but I just love those unique aged pieces. They are so beautiful. So I have this handled clay pot. It has so much variation on it. It's mainly gray, but it does have some beige tones running throughout it. This is a great everyday staple. Use it for coffee table styling. I've also used it next to my kitchen sink and have it propped up on a wooden riser before and love that. This will be great for shelf styling as well. So I'm really excited. Hopefully we'll be wrapping up the built-ins in the next few weeks about, and then I have to just kind of stare at it and put in these foundational pieces and then fill in the blanks with everything. But a piece like this is just so timeless. The color works with absolutely everything. I love it. Another one, this is actually new. This one is from McGee & Co. I actually shared this in my early spring living room styling video. It is the Leora pot from McGee & Co. This is the large size. It is a new item, but it has such beautiful style lines on it. I love the color. It is a lighter tan beige, and then it has these darker brown moments happening on the edges that stick out more. But this is so incredibly pretty. I just put this one in a very minimal style, layered with the smaller vessel and a couple of magnolia stems in it, and it was so pretty. So this one is really great as well, and I love the contrast with our darker coffee table. Another one that is just pretty, very pretty, has a lot of character to it. It is this antique looking rice jar, I'm pretty sure it's called. I got it from Antique Farmhouse. I thought that this was a recreation thing. I have a feeling that they stock vintage and antique items like this. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on it. I will have it linked in the video description, as with anything that I can in today's video. If it is an actual genuine antique find of mine, I will link something similar for you guys. So that way, if you don't have an antique shop near you, you can still find some of these items yourself. But I love the character of this one. This one has like a darker glaze on it in some parts and a lighter with the exposed back on it. But this one is so incredibly pretty. It is, again, one of those pieces that you could use all year round and is just such a great staple to have in your decor for decorating. Transitioning into the next one is going to be bowls. Now this one can technically be used as a coffee table arrangement vessel. I have done that plenty of times in the past. I've also seen people just style it empty and it looks super pretty on some shelves, but it is this footed brass vase. This was from A Floral and I love this one, especially for Christmas and winter styling. I love bringing in those metallic little moments to pair with the brass bells and everything, but this is absolutely something you could use year round. The footed detail adds some visual interest too, so you don't have everything very flat on a coffee table or a shelf. But this one is great using with bowl filler. I've done pine cones with some juniper stems. I've done actual arrangements. I've layered ornaments with some greenery as well. But again, you could easily style this as is on its own and it's super pretty. But this one is from A Floral. It is also on Amazon. I'll see which one has a better price on it and link that down below. But again, like with all decorative elements, I like to go for different textures. So we have this really pretty teak wood bowl. I got these from House and Holm. They were Sky's shop that she had, a home decor shop a few years ago. I worked for her. That's how we originally met, but I love these. It's actually a set of two. This is the smaller bowl, and this one's pretty to just have some filler in it, pine cones, berries, bells. You could put some beads in it as well, but these look pretty on their own. You could stack two bowls with each other too, but these are really pretty. I also have this scalloped brass bowl that I found antique shopping. I've actually had this in our kitchen. I have our garlic clove in it, and that way it's easily wipeable, but it's also a pretty decorative element too. You could also layer this with a candle in it. That's actually what I did with this next bowl. This is from my friend Kate's Etsy shop, Gray on Elm, and it is this stone bowl that is so heavy, but so pretty. It's this beautiful dark brown color. She sources some amazing antique and vintage finds. I will have her shop linked down below. If she has any of these similar, I'll have that linked, but you can favorite her shop so that way whenever she posts a new item, you will be the first one to know about it. So just quick tip, because her stuff can sell out super fast because she has great finds and great prices as well. But I styled this in my early spring living room video with a candle in it. I saw Tiffany from the Mezza Home do that. I saw Kate do that as well, and I loved it. I've also styled the stone mortar that I got from Oldies with a candle. I've seen so many people do that. Hannah Naylor's done it. I just love all of their channels and pages on Instagram. But layering taller bowls like that with a candle is just such a pretty, simple decorative element that works all year round. But this is another great one, is a stone one. So this one is a marble scalloped bowl from Oldies. It is so pretty. It has like a slight shimmer to it. I layered this with some cranberries and little bits of juniper for Christmas, but you could also do bells, little filler. You could actually layer this on a book on an entry table, put your keys in it. You can put garlic cloves in it, whatever floats your boat, but having beautiful, simple decorative elements like this can add so much to a space. Another great everyday staple piece to use in your decorating are wooden risers. They can add so much to a space. They come in so many different variations. This one I got from Oldies. It is so unique because it is round and square at the same time, and I have never come across something like this, so I immediately grabbed it because I thought it was so incredibly cool. But this is such a fun way of corralling some decorative elements together. You can do a candle holder with a bowl. You could put a vase on it that adds some height to something, on a shelf, on a console table, coffee table. But They can add so much to a space. It helps add texture as well. So I have a wooden coffee table, but I still like to add in more wood. I love bringing in organic elements. It can add so much to a space. But they have round ones. There are rectangular ones as well. I have this chonky dark brown one. This was from Holm. I also have a lighter brown rectangular one and a darker brown round one. There's just so many different options. I've also seen, because I believe they're called chapati. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so I apologize. Boards, trays, stands. I've seen marble ones too, and I'm crossing my fingers that my next trip to Golden Oldies that they will have some of those, because I absolutely need to get my hands on one. But they can add so much to a space, and I just love to decorate with them. And the last item that is so easy to utilize for everyday decor staples are coffee table books. Now these, again, just like the wooden risers, help lift things, add some height for visual interest. You also can add some color with it as well. I have a ton of coffee table books. I like to generally stick to the more neutral ones. However, it is also really fun. I have this Kinfolk Garden, it's upstairs, I forgot to grab it. Kinfolk Garden one that is this beautiful light green color, and so it's perfect to utilize for spring decorating to add in that pop of color. But I love to remove the dust covers on them, but you can find some really beautiful books. I have found a ton of mine at Home Goods, actually. They are super affordable, but you can find the same ones on Amazon as well. So this one is called On Flowers, and it is so pretty. But I love to have different ones that have home decor, because I like to actually read through them as well, get some inspiration and ideas. Sometimes it's so easy to get stuck in a rut of doing everything the same because it feels comfortable, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes I just crave change and don't know how to approach it. So I love to look through books, get some inspiration, see what other people are doing, find what repetition from photos of inspiration I found, and just try to recreate it in my own way to utilize throughout our home. But coffee table books are so great for styling on a coffee table, entry table. I have a couple of them layered as well. Obviously shelf styling, but they are so great. You can also thrift books as well, and that way you can find some about flowers, about home decor, if you like fishing, outdoors, like any topic that you love, you can also utilize within your home as well that way. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope you enjoyed seeing some decor staples that I have and love to use throughout our home. If you would like me to go more in depth about actual styling ideas, or if there's a certain one like candle holders, decorative boxes, if you guys are looking for anything like that, be sure to leave me a comment down below. I'm always happy to help, but it also can give me ideas for future videos if there is something that you are seeking to learn more about, or just hear my opinion on it. I'm not a professional. I did not go to school for this. I went to school for equine science and business management for a year, and then I finished my degree online in business management. So this is not my actual professional thing, but I do genuinely love it so much. Love to talk about it, love to connect with you guys with it as well. But I hope you enjoyed. I am going to be making some antique shopping videos very soon. Little Miss here has now fallen asleep playing, so we're going to go and snuggle and leave on that note. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to leave me a comment down below what your favorite item that I shared today was. I have no favorites, so I would love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me here today, and I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye!